Hello Facebook. So today I wanted to do a quick video about something that has been coming up more and more in the real estate transactions that I've been doing. I'll give everyone kind of a second to log on, but today's topic is going to be seller financing or owner financing. So what some people don't know, especially in land and commercial transactions, there is an option to do seller financing or owner financing. So let's say that you don't have, if you can't get a mortgage, or with land, let's say you just don't have $100,000 cash lying around, but you want to buy that lot and slowly pursue, potentially building on it, whether it's land or commercial. So an option that you have is seller financing. Basically, that is where the seller acts as the mortgage broker. That's basically where, where the seller handles the payments, the seller handles that whole process. And real quickly, I just want to talk about some of the advantages and the small disadvantages of doing seller financing or owner financing. So again, if your credit score is not so high, or let's say that you can't get a land loan, let's say you don't have equity, you don't have anything like that built up, one thing you can do is ask the seller if they'll accept owner financing. Now, there's a 50-50% chance it will work, because some sellers, they need the cash right now. They set the price and that's it. They want to close the deal in 30-60 days. Other sellers, they might not be in a rush, and they might be okay with, earning a little bit of interest, and they might be okay with just monthly payments of a set purchase price. So let's take an example. So we have a piece of property, just number's sake, it's $100,000. So one of the agreements could look like, with the bank, would be $100,000 purchase price. They'll finance it up to 80%, so you put 20% down with 6% interest and 15 years to pay it off. So that's one option. But let's say your credit score isn't so good. Let's say you can't afford a second mortgage. Let's say it just doesn't work out. And sometimes, let's say this piece of land has a warehouse or a storage unit on it. There are some banks that won't finance it unless it's completely clear of land. It has to be just land. I just had a deal recently that fell through because of that. So that is one option. And what you can do is you can go to the seller and you can say, hey, would you consider doing owner financing? So the second scenario would be, okay, $100,000 purchase price for the lot. You'll do $1,000 payments for 3 years, and the interest rate will be 3%. So it's a win-win, because you get to buy the lot, you get to, lock in the deal for the next 3 years. And for the seller, not only does he get his $100,000, but he also gets to make a little bit of interest. He makes like 3% interest off of each principal payment. So it's a win-win kind of situation there. The only disadvantage that it could be is sometimes, a seller might want more interest than a bank. So let's say the bank says, okay, 5% interest rate for 15 years, on a $100,000 lot. Whereas a seller could say, well, I really want that cash up front now, but I'll agree to this deal if we do 10% interest. So again, it comes down to your decision. Do you want that lot, and are you willing to pay a little bit more for it? Or are you gonna, maybe lose the opportunity of purchasing it? So basically, case in point, the end of this video is, when you're looking to buy a piece of land, and sometimes this works on houses, very rarely here in Charlotte, but sometimes with land or commercial property most often, don't forget to ask about the option of owner financing. What is owner financing? Owner financing is basically the seller acting as the bank, basically where you're going to be making the payments to the seller. So that was just a quick video that I wanted to do, because I know not a lot of people have thought about that option, because some people don't even have something as small, some people don't have $50,000 just laying in the bank, but they do have a budget plan set up where they do want to build it in the next 3 years, and they found this amazing lot and they don't want to miss out on it. So never forget to ask about owner financing. And if there are any other questions that I didn't really cover, there are a few details that can go in, whether you're a buyer, whether you're a seller, please feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. So again, my name is Christina Kalyakin. I'm a land and commercial specialist here at Century 21 Vanguard in the Ballantyne area, and I help people buy and sell lots all over Charlotte. The farthest I'll probably go is Kannapolis and about 30 minutes into Lancaster, but if there's anything I can do to help, I'd be more than happy. And while Miss Oля Plugavaya is watching, I just wanted to give a shout out. This amazing haircut, she keeps me in shape. If you ever need an amazing hairstylist, she's my favorite. Please feel free to reach out to Oля Plugavaya. Have a great day, everyone.